1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this episode 310 of the Good Morning Guys podcast, thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and play. I am one of your hosts, the man with music in his heart, Doctor Who on his brain, and La Carreta in his old estomago, Mr. Marc Boucher. Hi. And with me this evening, the only present member of the GMG crew, who is our handyman Hank McCoy, our resident North Kakalaki, Mr. Ryan Isley.
Howdy, hey, hey.
Howdy, hey, hey to you, sir. And of course, we have two dearly departed members of our show this evening.
They dead.
Yeah, they super dead. In fact, they're like disturbed and they're down with the sickness right now.
That's actually both of them. That was audio from both of them that they sent in.
live audio, yes. Or dead audio in this case.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are both sick. They're under the weather, and we're not able to make it this evening. So we are officially coining the title of this episode, the Flash episode, because it's going to be a short episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
buckle up
quick. It'll go by in a flash. So, because it is just the two of us. We're having a little fireside chat this evening. And you know what? I'll go ahead and go first.
Good.
I'll take the heat off of you.
Cool.
So on the Earl side of things, still on baby watch. We thought that my sister-in-law was going to have to go to be admitted yesterday because the doctor apparently was telling her like, hey, yeah, it's coming, but apparently she is not quite there yet. They're like, yeah, we're not going to admit her just yet.
How many weeks is she?
That's a great question. Her due date is the 26th. So, but
okay, so she's like 38 weeks,
something like that. But her last two, which she has two, and now this third one, her other two children have come 2 to 3 weeks early. So she's right about on the money.
Okay.
But I imagine it's got to be sometime this week. It's going to happen. So, which is funny because my mother-in-law's birthday is on Saturday.
Oh,
and so I don't know. Old baby Paul might be coming in for a landing,
right?
on Saturday.
Birthday surprise.
Yep. So we'll see. But it's getting close, getting down to the wire. Also, we jumped back into the studio this past weekend. Basically just doing some cleanup stuff, fixing the oopsies, putting any band-aids on. It's crazy the kind of stuff you can do with Pro Tools.
Mm-hmm.
It fixes a multitude of sins. Granted, like, we try to
hear first, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Tools is the Jesus of digital audio workstation.
Yes. Granted, we try to keep things real, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sitting there throwing auto-tune on everything. And
but every now and then, if you need that little pitch,
I mean, instead of if something came out a little bit funky, instead of just recording the entire line or section, just throw the little Melodyne on there, some auto-tune in there, and then it just fixes it right up. Yep. And it doesn't, like, it's amazing how natural not auto-tuning, and how natural it sounds. It's crazy. So I mean, but we didn't go crazy with it. If it was like so egregious, it's like, okay, let's just record another take. But if it's just one word or whatever, we can fix it. And then there's times it's like, well, I feel like he should have played a cymbal here, or this build spot that he did over here. He didn't really do it over here, so let's copy and paste it and throw it over here.
Yeah.
And it sounds perfect. It sounds great. And that way we don't have to have him come back in a second time and record. So, and I mean, and it's him, it's the drummer recording it. It's just, we just copied and pasted in a different spot.
Right. It's like, I like that feel. I'm gonna pluck that and throw
that right over here. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were in for a couple hours on Saturday, just doing some patchwork, making sure everything's cool on that side of things. We are supposed to go in this weekend, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, mainly because
the baby watch.
Well, no, not so much the baby. Because I mean, we're gonna wait to visit them until after the dust has settled, after the baby's been born and everything. Like, we'll go visit like after like a day.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go in the thick of it because there's no point. And no, the main reason, unfortunately, is financial. So we've just kind of hit a stopping point in terms of raising support and things like that. And so, it's Tuesday, so I'm just kind of walking on faith, like, the Lord's provided before, he can provide again. But I mean, if by Friday afternoon we don't have anything, we're just going to have to reschedule it and figure out another time. But that's just where things are, just being real about it. Because I've put obviously some of my own money to this, but it's unfortunately not something we can do all the time. So so
record a little bit, little by little if you can. I mean, like, you're paying for studio time, man. Like, you're paying for like an audio engineer and the room and all that stuff. If you had your own house, maybe you could get a similar version of this, but it is obviously not going to sound as good as like a professional
right
your stuff.
I wish I was good with it. I probably could learn some audio engineering and stuff like that. It's just never been 100% my forte, and it's just never something I've had the time or the funds to invest in. So but like I said, the Lord has provided in the past, and if he wants this to happen, he'll provide. So we're just walking by faith at this point. And on the gaming side of things, I'm still just going through a bunch of indie games off of Game Pass, just to keep things going. Because I'm just on this kick of playing indie games. I ended up beating Hyper Light Drifter, which was a fantastic game. I absolutely love that game. I would give it I'm trying to think what a thing is from that game. I'll give it 9 upgrade cards out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a solid game. It gets difficult at certain spots, and it's not like it doesn't have a difficulty setting. So
is it like Neon White, where you're like kind of collecting those ability cards as you go, or
no? Upgrades, basically, it's by defeating enemies. It's more like a Zelda kind of thing with some RPG type elements where defeating enemies, finding secret areas, you find these little upgrade cards which allow you to go back to like this little like city area, which is your central hub, and go and upgrade weapons and abilities and things like that for later on in the game. So some RPG type stuff. But I thought it was great. I highly recommend it. It's only like $20-25. And so if you got it and you're looking for something to play and you're in that into that type of stuff, definitely play it. Then although Hyper Light Drifter is actually not on Game Pass, I had to purchase that. So but
I'm out.
Yeah. But I went back into Game Pass and started playing a game called Figment, which is
I've heard of that.
It's a puzzle adventure, very heavy on puzzle adventure type game where you are a character. It's all like sort of personifications and things like that of you're literally in the human mind, and they've put it into like this cartoony world. And your world is and the world of the mind is being plagued by this this nightmare, this like fear type nightmare thing, and you're having to try and stop this evil dude who has stolen your scrapbook of memories.
Stolen my scrapbook of memories.
Yeah. And so you're basically this character named Dusty, who is like the mind's courage, apparently, but he is in retirement, and so he is forced out of retirement when this like nightmare guy steals his scrapbook, and he ends up having to pursue the nightmare.
I'm looking at the art, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, the art is great. It's fantastic. The gameplay, I mean, it's like I said, it's very puzzle heavy. The combat is very light, but there is some combat. But there's actually a sequel, but it's not on Game Pass yet.
I just saw that there was a sequel.
Yeah, so I'm holding off on that. I will play it once I have the chance to purchase it, because it was fun. It wasn't as good as Hyper Light Drifter. I would say it's probably 7.5, 8.
Okay.
Out of 10. So it's a good solid
Pretty
game.
short game though. Didn't take too long.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. It can take probably like maybe 5-6 hours, something like that. Depending on how quickly you're rolling through things and rolling through puzzles. But it's on Game Pass, so
yeah,
I didn't pay for it other than the monthly fee. So
right, yep.
But now I have moved on to a game, and of course the name of the game has left me. Planet of Lana.
Oh, great game.
Yeah. So I started playing that, and
it's short, but also like I really like that game.
It's super chill.
Very.
But again, another puzzle platformer type thing. I love the little mouse type character.
The little mouse cat alien thing.
Yep. Yeah. Having fun with that so far. I just started that either today or yesterday or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, been playing that and just keeping the ball rolling. That's pretty much it for me gaming wise. Also on the Earl side of things, so wow, it just left me.
Your brain just
just left me. The train has left the station.
Joiners, if you're new with us, we're not normally this scatterbrained. I think there's just something in the air today.
Yeah.
Because we are all feeling it.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. And I haven't been feeling that great today, honestly. But
yeah.
Nope. I don't remember. It's gone.
All right.
I'm sure I'll remember it another point, like 2:00 in the morning or something like that. But
text it. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. Yep, I'll record it. I'll get up and record it in the middle of the night and just
tag it onto the end of the episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it in the God life side of things. Obviously still moving the needle with through the word.
What where are you at chapter?
I want to say I'm in Exodus 28. today. Let me double check that. It's so Moses has just come down off the mountain. And
I think we read the same one today then.
Yeah.
Exodus 31?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Double checking that.
I am too.
Okay, man.
I think it's Exodus 31.
32.
32, yeah. The covenant broken. Yep. Already. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I just like
yeah.
The mess that the Israelites get up to, and like
it's like some Scooby-Doo type hijinks. Like they just
we're bored. We don't know if he's coming back.
Right. This Moses fellow, whatever happened to him?
Yeah.
You saw God descend on top of the mountain. What do you mean? What happened to him?
I wonder how much time like actually passed.
Right.
Because we don't know for sure. Like
when they finally were like, "Hey, maybe this Moses guy got eaten or something. Go ahead and make us a golden calf because, yeah."
And Aaron's like, "Cool, yeah, sure,
yeah,
I'm sure it'll be fine."
That sounds legit.
But yeah, just moving things on with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. We're just waiting for baby Paul to arrive, and next couple of weeks are gonna be interesting, especially with, like I said, it's birthday weekend for my mother-in-law, and then the baby's coming, and then we're going out of town in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we're going to the old CLT. We're going to Charlotte.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we'll be there. That'll be for my birthday weekend.
What weekend is that?
That's the 23rd through the 25th.
Dang,
I want to say. Yeah.
I would absolutely come if I was not on dad duty that weekend.
True story.
Which is yeah. That's when the wife is going to be going out of town for her birthday weekend.
When's her birthday?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. A little bit earlier.
She's just not doing it until next weekend.
Gotcha.
She had these plans laid out for a while.
Yeah, mine's not till the 29th, but yeah. But that is it for me.
Cool. Well, that's it for me too.
I was gonna say I tried stalling long enough.
Honestly, like, yeah, buckle up, kids, because there's not a lot here. Or actually, unbuckle.
Buckle up and then unbuckle. Yeah.
Yeah, buckle up and then unbuckle. We're just going around the corner. So for me, IRL, let's see. This past weekend, we went to a kid's birthday party. That was fun. They live like 30 minutes away. There's some friends of my kids that used to go to their school but no longer do because of tracking and like schedule changes. One of their kids is like older, so he's going to be going into middle school. And because their middle school is on like a traditional schedule rather than like year round, they just decided it best to just pull them all out and put them all in I think they go to like a academy now, like private school. So that way they could all stay on the same track, but it covers all of their schools. So it works out. They got to play and hang out. They had a pool. They had like all this stuff. My kids loved it. They were just running all around the place. It was a good time. I may have consumed too many adult beverages. That is neither here nor there.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
I can't remember, so I'm going to say probably yes. That night was a blur. But it was still good. Kids had fun. I'm sure we'll go over there again, seeing as they're only 30 minutes away and they're all still friends. That's really it for real life. Not much is happening around here besides my wife's birthday's tomorrow. She'll be turning, I'm not going to tell you. Actually, I am. She's not going to listen to this. She'll be 39. So,
Okay. Happy birthday, WB.
Yes. So if you want to just, maybe I can force her to join Discord somehow. Or if you find her on Facebook, which not very hard because there's not very many Bernices out there.
Fair enough.
You find her on Facebook, just be like, "Hey, happy birthday."
Happy birthday.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really it for that. Kingston's birthday is not till next month, so I got a little time. Her birthday snuck up on me, man. Like for real. Like it snuck up. We don't normally get each other like big gifts or anything like that on our birthdays anymore because, like, you know, we're adults. We work. We just buy the stuff that we want when we want it.
Yeah.
We can afford it. So it's
Fair
just
enough.
like, hey, happy birthday. You look good today. Like I'll probably still get her a card and some flowers or something. But yeah, no, like we don't really do like gifts like that because we're always buying something for one another or each other somehow.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, it was Gizmo's birthday yesterday. So Gizmo, my dog, he turned 2 yesterday.
Oh.
And we went to a like a dog bakery and bought him some like treats, and that was his dinner last night.
That's amazing.
He had like this giant compared to him because he's a corgi, so he's already like he's just really like just a fluffy potato. He's not very big.
Yeah.
Like so the cake was maybe like about the size of like a butt cake, maybe a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Like an individual, like one of the ones that you would get from like Quiznos. You remember those? How big those were?
No. But then again, I don't remember the last time I went to a Quiznos.
I don't know if there's one around me somewhere in Raleigh, but I've yet to find it.
There used to be one here, I think. But
yeah, it's only like I don't know, maybe I guess the size of your like average bowl, but smaller.
Okay.
Like so that's about the size that he was dealing with. Not much bigger than like a normal cupcake or something like that. But like it was all basically just peanut butter. And he just like
oh, my Cisco
he just went to town on I had to tell him to take breaks because he like ate half of it. Yeah, basically. I was like, okay, he's eating like half of it. Hey man, go lay down. And he was like looking at me like, but there's still cake left. I was like, yeah. Go lay down. Take a 15-minute breather, then you can come back and finish.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got back to it, he huffed that thing down.
Wow.
He was licking his lips all night long.
Yeah, I'll have to well, usually every year when we because Cisco's birthday is on Friday.
Oh,
and
sweet.
I'll probably go to Dunkin' and get him a pup cup.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it's funny because like his face fits inside the cup. He's so small, and
it's probably about the size of that cup.
Yeah, basically.
Like yeah.
Literally his entire face fits in that cup.
Which actually right next to the place where we went, which is called Wolfgang Bakery.
That's amazing.
There was a Dunkin' right next door. And I forgot that they do pup cups.
Yeah. I think they charge you like 9 cents or something like that.
I might have to get him a pup cup one day just to see what he does. He's so skittish. He'd be confused, but then he'd be like, "Oh, it's food. Never mind."
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for in real life. Fake life. Let's see. Fake life. There's not been much gaming whatsoever.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I'm in a lull, I guess. I haven't really wanted to play anything. Like tonight, I was actually playing before I came down here, and I'll probably go back up and just hang out with my friends on Destiny after this. We're doing some GM runs, just laughing and goofing off.
Yeah.
Played a little bit more Borderlands 3, getting through it. I'm trying to think of what else I've played. I feel like it's just been those two. I haven't really played a lot of things. I'm just kind of like taking some time to like not want to be online, really.
Right.
Well, I also just my favorite game is dying actively.
So. Yeah, I know, with all those layoffs. Holy crap.
Yeah, dude, those layoffs are crazy, and then just it's just not looking great for Bungie. I hope that Sony can right the ship.
Yeah.
And by right the ship, they really just need to like kick Pete Parsons off into the ether. Just make him walk the plank, because
Yeet.
he is clearly the problem.
Yeah.
Him and whoever his decision makers like for that are, but
Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. I still have fun playing with my friends and doing raids and stuff with them, but yeah, a lot of my friends in the same community are just like, yeah, we're pretty much done. We're like, it's gonna be like, yeah, I paid for this expansion, so I'm playing the length of this expansion. Doubt that I'm gonna buy anything else after that. Like, it's gonna take a lot. It'll take a whole lot to get me to spend more money at this point.
That's so sad.
It is, man. Corporate greed and people just making stupid decisions and then being like, well, I'm in charge of all the money and stuff, so I'm going to have to let you go because I don't want to lose my bonus. And I've worked for people like that before, and it's just, I don't stay there very long when I do work those places. Right. Like, I really don't. I move on because that's clearly not people oriented. That's just money.
Yep.
But yeah, I have not played really anything other than a little bit of Destiny here and there, and a little bit of Borderlands. Still trying to like go through the story, which I don't even know what's happening in the story. I still want to go see the Borderlands movie, although it is just looking real bleak.
Yeah, like it tanked hard.
I want to see it just because.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be. I've already like, I kind of knew this movie was going to be trash. Like, I was not expecting it to be anything of any worthiness or note. Just the previews that I saw was just like, and then just the casting. I was like, why are you getting Kate? Kate Blanchett is a wonderful actress. Wonderful actress. She's got, I'm sure she has Oscars. She has to.
I'm pretty sure she does, yeah.
But like,
fact checking that.
The character that she is portraying, Lilith, is like, you know, a young siren, like Vault Hunter, like person. She's what, like 60, 65? Like, we couldn't find nobody. Did they need the star power?
So Kate Blanchett has been nominated, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Oh my goodness.
And has won 2.
Okay, so she had to be bored. There's no reason for her to do this besides boredom. There's clearly not any money in this.
Nope.
Nope. This was just pure boredom. She was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
And I love how like the one of the guys, the heads of like Take-Two or whatever, is like, you should give it a chance. Just give it a chance. And that just screams out, please pay the money. Please pay the money. We don't want to lose the money.
Yeah. I think they've only made like, who was it? I watched somebody's video today. Paul Tassi.
Yeah.
Paul Tassi, if you don't know, he works for Forbes. He does a lot of their like video game and entertainment like articles and everything. He is very vocal about his disdain for Destiny and other games.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to mince his words. Like, he doesn't mince words, and he let the review that he gave, I feel like can be trustworthy because he was just like, this movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It's just bad. It's just bad all around.
Yeah, I saw that they only came out making like 8.8 million domestically over the weekend. And most of its money is going to come from international sales, international pre-sales. And even then it only made like, I think a total of like almost 60 million.
Yeah.
So it's
not looking great. And this is like I think he said it was like 140 million to make this movie.
Yeah. Plus
they're not going to break even.
Plus their marketing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're not going to break even.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still going to go watch it just because I kind of just like watching train wrecks for movies. So
I just don't think I can shell the $15 $14
I mean, I don't want to either. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I could see it on like matinee or something. Like, where it's just kind of like,
I'll wait till
$5 on a random Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a cheapo theater in your neck of the woods?
Man, we used to. We used to have cheapo theaters.
We do, and the movies usually come probably like a month or two behind the main releases. And I think it's like $3 or $4 a ticket. That I can somewhat swallow.
Well, then I will gladly wait to come up to Virginia to go watch it with you.
Come on up.
Because I don't think there's anything like that around here. Like, we might get it on matinee, and even matinee price is still like $8, $9. So yeah, everything around here is like they want you to pay the premium. And yeah, I'm there's no way that movie's getting a full ticket price out of me.
Nope.
I will watch that Joker on Nova Sale now if I have to. But yeah, I still want to watch it, so I can wait on it. I want to see Deadpool right now is what I want to do. So I'm gonna try to talk my wife into us going to watch it tomorrow night for her birthday.
Hey, happy birthday. Want to see the movie I want to see?
Yeah. I mean, she wants to see it too.
Oh, does she?
Okay. I think maybe. I don't know. She doesn't really like superhero movies and everything, but she likes Ryan Reynolds and she likes Hugh Jackman. So
there you go.
Maybe I could get her that.
Well, there's plenty of that in this movie.
Yeah, that let's see if there anything else in fake life. I have been watching The Chosen.
Cool.
Season 4. I think I've just really kind of just started taking it slowly. I think I watched like half of episode 3 tonight, which is it's getting spicy. It's getting heated with the Pharisees and the Romans and all the people. Yeah, it would have just been real hard for me to be a disciple back then, because I'd have probably been like Peter and just been ready to stab everybody. They talking about you, Lord? Yeah.
Apparently they don't like their ears.
Oh, yeah. It's just it's crazy. And I guess that rolls into God life. I did. Let's see. Yeah, still been going through the Word. I dropped my Bible streak, unfortunately. Yeah, it hurt when I saw that. I could have swore that I read that morning, but I did notice that. I noticed it the other day. Actually, I read on my iPad instead of on my phone like I normally do. But I still have the same account on both devices. But when I read on my iPad, it still doesn't give me credit for, like, if I was reading from my phone, even though they're both on the same account, which is really weird.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, but you both have the same number, so you clearly have the same account. But I still have to open it on my phone. Like, it should, whatever. I feel like that's how I missed it, but
we don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
We don't talk anymore.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I'm still
Yep.
reading the Bible. Really, I feel like another part of that was just I normally have I'm doing the Through the Word plan with you guys
Right.
in the Through the Word app, but I'm also listening to other Bible plans as I'm going along. And like if I don't like consistently keep another Bible plan in there, like just as extra stuff to read and study, I'll forget to open it sometimes. Um, so trying to get better about doing that as well. Um, so I think I started a plan today that I meant to do tonight before I put the kids down because it was it's like a all family one.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read with the kids and everything and get them in the word some more. And then this past Sunday was vision night for our church.
Okay.
And I got invited to sing in our like choir that we had. I didn't know we were doing worship. Um, but it was good. It was a good time.
So what is vision night? Is that just the people like the leadership given where the direction of the church is going?
Yeah, yeah. And it sounds like some things are going to be changing. I know I've mentioned it in our like private chats and stuff, but my church is currently about to be going through a big shift uh with like staffing and stuff like that because they retained, I guess like it was around the COVID times.
Mm-hmm.
uh where most everybody like shut doors and everything and then kind of like laid off staff.
Yeah.
My church didn't do that. We shut doors, but we didn't really lay anybody off, which kept people working, which was nice because it kept people paid.
Right.
But now we haven't like really rebounded as
Okay.
a church like to those pre-COVID numbers, which I don't think anybody has.
No.
But like now we're like there's like severely overstaffed for what they're trying to get to. So they're gonna have to cut about like 50 positions. And yeah, so it's gonna be a little, I think there's gonna be some church hurt coming out of this. And I don't really feel like it's anyone's fault necessarily, besides maybe just not doing this when when you should have, like maybe a couple of years ago.
Right.
But I can see it both ways. Like you wanted to keep everybody working, like, and you wanted to keep the staff that you had, and there's that optimism there. But also at the same time, like, hey, you probably should have not hired as many. Like, went on a like hiring freeze a while back and just been
Right.
like, let's just move the shuffle the pieces that we have around a little bit better. So there's a lot of talks about them and a lot of meetings with them going on these next few months about who to keep, where to rearrange things, what departments might need to go. So yeah, it's a big change. So just pray for my church if y'all don't mind.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna get through it. I still love going there.
Yeah.
I think that I think it's gonna be for the best. I think it's just gonna be some people are gonna be hurt and there's gonna be some hurt feelings and people leaving, but really leaving because of their hurt feelings and not because of anything that the church isn't or is doing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, I think I sing a bunch this next coming up. So if you need me to help, you should let me know anytime because I think September is looking pretty booked up for me.
Okay.
On my planning center.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I sing this upcoming weekend. I sing September 8th, September 15th, and then September 29th. So
You are in
you know,
demand.
I'm in demand, and I believe that's mostly due to our my buddy Tommy, who's going to be leaving from Hope and going down to Florida and leading at that church that he just accepted that job offer at, which everybody at Hope supports him. I know he's going to do great. Like he's going to kill it down there.
Sure.
It just leaves a big hole when you lose someone that talented and that on fire for Jesus. So
yeah,
it'll be sad, but
bittersweet.
yeah. I'm not on staff, so I'm just the volunteer guy. I'm just
Right.
there. Like,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, I need you to cover now because we need it." And they can't really hire anyone.
Well, yeah.
So
True.
we'll see what happens.
All righty.
But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Well, that is all for us. So, how about you, dear joiners? If you want to share what's new in your neck of the woods, then let's do some quick housekeeping where we offer you towels, fluff pillows topped with Andy's candies, and tip you off to how you can connect with the GMGU, whether that be on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram. And you can share what's new with you, just like the folks on our Discord did, which Ryan is so graciously going to read for us.
I'm going to read all 72 entries.
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
There's only 3. Humar Whittle says, IRL, I started brewing my next batch of mead. Hey.
Snazzy.
2 gallons are fermenting, one of which has honey from my friend's bees. That is a sentence.
It is.
You have a friend that has bees, and he gave you some of the honey from them. That's cool, man. I would like to try some of this mead. Iffle, he says, back on prep for the Marvel Multiverse tabletop role-playing game. Looking forward to getting a group going for it in the near future. Yep, I know how hard it is to put those things together.
Yeah,
I was supposed to be doing a D&D over Discord, and that has never happened. Holding out for the major releases later this month. Until then, playing Zenless Zone Zero, and just started Dredge on Cameron plus Diana.
Deanna, yep, Cameron and Deanna. That's he and his wife. That's their Twitch channel.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So you should definitely check them out. They typically, if you're in our Discord, they like to share their Twitch channels whenever they're live. So
cool.
Yep.
Awesome. When you twitching again, Mark?
That's a great question. When I have the time.
Yep. All right. Appliance Whack-A-Mole, Aaron,
Love it.
IRL, our AC is back. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Thank
Amen.
you, Jesus.
The install process today, Tuesday, went fairly smoothly. We are finally up and running again, which is kind of really late because it's about to not be as hot as it has been.
Of course. Doesn't it figure?
Yeah. Same afternoon, though, my aunt tried using the washing machine, and now that's not working properly. That's not nearly as inconvenient as having no AC, but seriously, I feel you, brother.
Do you know anything about?
I do know.
I was gonna say, got a new assignment.
All right, hey Aaron, I need you to just type in the Discord somewhere. Tag me. Tell me what's wrong with the washing machine, and I could probably diagnose it and tell you what you're gonna need before they get out there to repair it.
Let him help you, man. Just let him help you.
Because he says we've got a repair tech scheduled to come out next Tuesday. Hopefully this process doesn't take 4 months again. I don't blame you, bro. If you send it to me tomorrow, I could probably tell you by the end of the day what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And then he says, Iffle mainly been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla Waiting on Madden to drop this Friday. I thought Madden was already out.
Apparently not.
I thought it came out when college football came out because they bundled them together.
Madden's usually an August release.
Okay.
This is Madden 24? No, 25.
Yeah. Madden 25, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because that makes sense for it to be August or September because that's when the NFL season starts.
Right.
Because we're already getting preseason games, which I have not watched any. So I need to get on that. I would like to be in someone's what do you call that? What is it called when you do football, but it's not really you doing
fantasy football?
That, yes, fantasy football. Ladies and gentlemen, we are struggling.
Yep. That's bad that I had to remember that for you.
Yeah, I want to get into that, but I have no idea how that works.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That I do not know.
Yeah. All right. And then the last joiner to share with us was Chris Craig Corey Smith. IRL, he celebrated his dad's birthday on Saturday with smoked ribs and assorted sides. I will also say hallelujah to that. Some ribs sound real good right now. Celebrated Isaac's birthday Sunday after church, going to Fazoli's. His choice.
Man, it's been so long since I've been to a Fazoli's.
I'm assuming Italian?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Knockoff Italian, but yeah. It's about as Italian as Olive Garden is, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when you're there, you're the mafia instead of when you're here, your family.
Everybody comes in with like a guitar case.
Yep. Yeah. When you're here, you owe me something. You owe me. And then Iffle for him says still mostly playing Enshrouded and World of Warcraft. Nothing else really out on my radar at the moment. I feel you on that. I don't really have anything either. I thought I was going to be excited for the Star Wars game that's supposed to come out here pretty soon.
Outlaws?
Yeah. Not.
I'm interested. I
want to see it kind of before I make a
when does
make
that
a decision.
come out? I know it comes out this month.
Star Wars. And it says that's about it at the moment. Pretty low key overall. Love y'all. Love you too, man.
Love you. Comes out August 30th. Day after my birthday.
It comes out this month?
Yep, day after my birthday, August 30th.
Okay, this comes out the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wanna play it. I'll probably end up playing it as long as it comes to Game Pass. I don't know. I need to find motivation.
Yeah.
To play anything at this current moment in time.
I'm just waiting for Zelda at this point.
Yeah, I've been thinking about coming down here to the PS4 and booting it up and trudging through Spider-Man just to make you guys happy.
Do it.
I don't know if I wanna.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I would say this weekend, but this weekend's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we got plans. And next week probably won't happen because my children will be hogging the screens down here. So
got to be realistic about it, I suppose.
Yeah. Can't play it on my phone because my phone might blow up, or my PlayStation. The PlayStation might blow up trying to stream it to my phone.
Goodness. All right. Well, thank you so much, joiners, for writing in. And of course, if you'd rather connect with us visually and spectatorly, there is also our YouTube and our Twitch. And we also have a plethora of other joiners who may or may not stream, including Cameron and Deanna. So please go to our Discord, find their links, check them out, support them, please. And finally, on Patreon and our merch page, you can support and gear up with us. So click that one link to rule them all, either in our bio or in the show notes, or you can type it out real quick, linktree.com/thegmgpod. And of course, if you can't toss your attention or a coin to your podcasters, but are still the giving type, you can please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Spotify. It helps us reach new joiners through stars, exclamation marks, and your feedback. So let your voice be heard, literally, if you prefer, at 929 GMG Guys, and leave a voicemail. And
have you checked that recently?
We usually get notifications when somebody posts it. So it has been bare. So if someone wishes to post,
challenge for the joiners next week, all voicemails.
We've done this before and it was crickets. So but we're gonna give you a second chance.
Challenged by the new guy. Okay.
Yep. Super challenge this time.
Super challenge.
Yep. All right. So for Ryan and the spirits of Lucas and Pat, along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week. And may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
Click.
1, 2, 3.